I'm a little sick today, but that's okay. I'm not going to let it stop me. Welcome to BanjoBenClark.com. This is your online home for learning how to play the banjo, the guitar, and the mandolin. We put out videos like this each and every week. This week, we're learning two pretty cool breaks for John Hardy. See, the first one was more of a Earl Scruggs inspired break. I love that video of Earl with Doc Watson on YouTube, so I grabbed some licks out of that break on there and kind of built that one. And then the second break, I asked you on Facebook what you would like to have, two Earl type breaks, or if you want more of a melodic kind of a trick lick one, and I got an overwhelming response that y'all wanted a melodic break. So I did kind of a Bella Fleck inspired break that second time through. It's got some really cool licks. If you're watching this on YouTube or on Facebook, in a little while I'll ask you to go over to my website. Please do, BanjoBenClark.com, and you can download the 2-page tab for this song as well as hundreds of others for banjo, mandolin, or guitar. And then I've got a 30-minute video lesson over there teaching you how to play this song. And I'm going to play it, teach you every measure, and then I'll play it very slowly all the way through from the first measure to last. And then I even have 4 different speeds of guitar rhythm track video that you can practice along with. So you'll be ready to go. All right, let's dive into this one, measure 1 of John Hardy. All right, we got 2 different breaks for you here today for the John Hardy. We're in the key of G, no capo. Tune up with me if you dare. And let's get the tab up. Bloop. There you go. I love that magic. Now look, we've got 2 breaks. The first one is an Earl Scruggs inspired break. Okay, it was heavily influenced off of the YouTube video with he and Doc Watson playing this song. And then the second one is a Bella Fleck style break. It's also played down the neck here, but it's got some really cool inside roll stuff and also some great melodic licks. Okay, so let's take a look at this. The very first measure, we're going to just walk into this C chord. And John Hardy is unique because though it is in the key of G, each one of the little phrases, or at least the first 3 phrases in each break, starts off on the 4 chord. In the key of G, that's your C chords, G, A, B, C. Okay, so we're going to just use our thumb and walk right in. Notice that beneath each one of the notes, very handily, I have I have the right hand fingers that you're going to use in circles. So we've got a T for thumb, a 1 for index, a 2 for middle. Okay, so we're going to walk right into this C shape. And now I want you to make the C shape primarily every time we do this. I want you to use this shape. That's where we use our first finger, our index finger on the first fret of the B string, and then use your ring finger down here on the second fret of the D string. Okay, that'll make sense here in a little while why you do that. Some of you may be tempted to kind of do this. That's okay, but I'd rather you do it like this. So we land there, and we just start some forward rolls for measure 2. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now don't pick anything up. Don't pick anything up. I want you to use your pinky on measure 3 to grab that 3rd fret. Okay, so we got 4 quarter notes in measure 3. It's really easy. It's just going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Some of you may be tempted to maybe slide your ring finger out. That's okay, but I'd just rather you use your pinky. Now, in measure 4, the reason why I want you to use these 2 fingers to make your C chord becomes evident here because we've got our middle finger that's going to be very active on the G string doing some slides and pull-offs throughout this version, okay? And see where your middle finger naturally sits whenever you hold a C chord like this? It naturally sits right over the 2nd fret of the G string, which is exactly what we need, where we need it for measure 4. Measure 4 sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good. Go to measure 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I want you to pay attention. These slides here, these are 8th note slides. I have a whole video on the site, instructional video that distinguishes between the 8th note and 16th note slides, hammer-ons, and pull-offs, so I'm not going to take the time to explain those here, but we're dealing with both 18th and 16th note slides and hammer-ons in this song, so it's important that you play those correctly. So be sure and check that video out. When we get back to measure 6, we're back to that same shape. Okay, I want you to grab it the same way. And once again, just use your pinky to grab this 3rd fret measure 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now we let off with everything. Here's a 16th note hammer on. You can hammer that from your middle to ring, or you can use your index finger. I think I typically do it with these 2 fingers just because I'm already there. Measure 9, pay attention. This is that Foggy Mountain breakdown lick, and you want to make sure and use your thumb on the second one. You see that fingering down there beneath the notes? The first hammer on in measure 9, use your index finger on your right hand. But then your second time, reach down and grab it with your thumb. See that? Index, thumb. Index, thumb. It's very important. We're going to do that several times throughout this song. You just can't play it as fast if you try to do it both times with your index. It's much easier to do it with this index and then your thumb. And even if it doesn't feel natural, I want you to get used to it. And go back to the same position for measure 10. And we're doing a forward roll here for the first 3 beats of this measure, right?